So in today's video, we're going to be going ahead and installing the HP tuners, at least getting it started. So what happened is in the previous video, I actually unboxed it. So I took it out of the box and showed you what is involved and what's included in the box. But in this video, we're going to actually be setting it up. We have a little bit of instructions here on how we set this thing up, and we got some cables. So I'm going to go ahead and hook this thing up to the PC, which it's telling us to do. We'll get started. So once I get this thing configured, I can go ahead and get a tune sent to us once we get everything sorted out. And if this is all good to go, guys, then that means we're gonna be able to start bolting up the supercharger as long as I'm gonna be able to tune it. So those of you guys have been following along for a little bit, you guys have recalled that we had some issues with the Diablo port, but this is supposed to straighten us all out. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing configured and go from there. Alright, so I have everything here, and we got this little tidbit of instruction here that says go to HP Tuners, downloads, and download the latest VCM Suite. We already have that installed. Then it says you have to create your account at HP Tuners / my account, blah blah blah, and add your MPVI2 device. Then connect your MPVI2, which is what they're calling this thing. So we have to add the MPVI2 to your device list, connect it, and then open VCM Suite, resync interface with MPVI2, and accept any firmware updates. Enjoy your MPVI2. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the screen recording so you guys can see a little bit better, but this is the setup we have. Once we configure online, we'll be able to hook up this little guy with this USB-C cable that they have. There's also a USB stick dangling on the end here, but we'll get it all configured hopefully, and then if all goes well, we'll be able to connect it to the truck today. Alright, so here we are with the website. So we're over here at HP Tuners / my account. So I've created an account, we have that done. I've already downloaded the VCM Suite, so we already have that downloaded. Next in the step, it says to connect the device with the USB. So if we go ahead and we open the VCM Suite here, or editor, VCM editor, hopefully it opens for us. This will be the first time I've opened the program. So opening tune file, and I think I was poking around with it before, where it's just a sample tune file. So what we're supposed to do now is we're supposed to connect our unit to the PC. So I'm going to connect that. I don't have to show you guys that, I don't think, but I'm guessing once I connect this with the USB, it's probably going to pop up on the screen here. So let's go ahead and get that plugged in. So it's plugged in now. And you can see it says setting up the device. And I'm guessing this is going to take a minute or so. Open VCM Suite. So let's try closing this again, and we'll open up the program again so that it can recognize it, hopefully. It says it's ready. And let's see if we can poke around here and find it. Oh, resync interface. So this is part of the instructions. So it says open VCM Suite, resync interface with MPVI2. So here it is. Firmware update for the interface is required to use some or more of the latest features with this version of software. Do not disturb the PC or interface during the update. Well, that didn't take long, so that's done. Now we will click OK. It says if you're experiencing problems, hopefully we're not. So OK. Resync completed, and click close, I'm guessing. Accept any firmware. That's pretty much it. So one of the next things we have to do is, after you've created your account, you're going to see over here my devices, because when you buy the unit from HP Tuners, it doesn't come with any credits, and credits are what you use to tune the vehicle. So we go to my devices, we click on here. You can see I've already created an account with these guys. And we're going to scroll down to MPVI2, and it's going to say serial number. So serial number is going to be on the back of the unit, so that one's easy enough. So if I go ahead and type that in, Okay, so that would be my serial number, and then I already clicked on this to find out. If you go over here, it says for the verification code, because it's asking next for a verification ID. You click here, it's going to give you this list of instructions, which say, how do I find the verification ID for my MPVI2? To get the verification ID, go to the help menu inside VCM editor and click MPVI2 verification code. It'll generate the code, and then you can enter it on the My Devices. So that's what we'll do. So help MPVI2 verification ID. We're going to copy this. Then I'm going to go back to here. Paste it. Import. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's it. So now you guys can see that it says I have 0 credits, add credits. So this is where I would have to purchase credits. So I'm just going to click this. It's going to tell us it's, I think, $49.99. So we have to add the credits. But before we do that, we have to find out how many credits we need. And if we go to vehicles, that's where we can see the list of credits that we need. So obviously Buick, we'll scroll down to either Dodge or Ram, whatever they have us under. Ford, we're way at the bottom of the list here. This thing supports all these vehicles, this one thing, so it's pretty universal, which is nice. So I can tune any of these vehicles as long as I buy credits. Like you can see here, you can do Hellcats and all sorts of stuff. So if we scroll down a little bit more, here we go, Ram. So here we are. Oh no, they have a separate category for Ram. They're showing us the older Rams when they were called Dodges. So here we go, 11 to 14 Ram truck. So this is me, I'm in this category. So I need 2 credits, but that's not all, because that's just for the engine. If you scroll down a little bit further, you're going to see, where is it, Mopar Performance. No, not yet. Here it is. So I also have to purchase 4 more credits because I have to get this ZF8 HP 8-speed transmission control module. So I have to buy a total of 6. So the 4 plus the 2 is what's going to give me full tuning capability. So I have to buy 6 credits, guys. It's going to be a bit of a ding in the wallet here, but that's what we need to do. So if I go back to my account and My Devices, I'm going to need those 6 credits for that to tune it. So basically I have to get 6 credits, which is going to be a total of some ridiculous amount. Let's see. So $300 in credits. So that's what I'm going to have to do. But that is pretty much it for this. The setup is done. I got to get in contact with my tuner to see exactly how this is all going to work, whether I'm supposed to buy the credits or they buy the credits to be able to tune it. I'm not sure how that aspect of it works, but I do need to get a download of my file from my truck so that we can start tuning this thing. So that's going to do it for the setup. It was fairly simple, not a big deal. So right now what we did was we have the computer and the program downloading the programming from the truck, so it's connected. I haven't purchased any credits yet, but it's reading the file, if you guys can see there. It's reading the file of our tune, and it's almost done. It took about almost 10 minutes, maybe about 7 minutes to read the file, but now that it's done that, this thing's freaking out, of course. So it's doing its thing, reading everything, everything's flashing. But it says turn ignition off, wait 10 seconds, and then turn it back on. So we're going to turn it off. We're going to wait 10 seconds like it's telling us to. I think this might be about 10 seconds. And this is the setup here. I think there's some Wi-Fi or Bluetooth settings so you don't have to connect to the actual cable, but I just did it the easy and guaranteed way. So it wants us to turn this back on. I'm going to turn my ignition back to run without starting it. Now it's asking to click OK. waiting 15 seconds before trying the next controller. That's what this thing is saying. So now it's reading a bunch of other stuff too, so it's gonna take a little bit, it looks like, guys. 3 minutes for this one. Oh, that one, so it was about 7 to 10 minutes for the ECM, and then it's another, guesstimating about 5 minutes for the TCM. So now it's reading the transmission tune. So we'll let this complete and then I'll show you what it says. Okay, so we're at the next step. It says again to turn the ignition off, wait 10 seconds, the same thing as before. We'll go ahead and turn it off. We're gonna wait our 10 seconds. Da 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 da. So this is a new process for me. It doesn't seem too difficult yet. The way we got to this, I'll show you guys, is you'll see flash, and you click on flash, and then it says read vehicle or write vehicle. So we of course went to write vehicle. So it wants us to turn the ignition back on. I think that's been 10 seconds. Then we'll click OK again. Save as. Logs and tunes. I'm going to put it under here. 2014 Ram 1500. Stock Ram 1500 5.7 file. So I'm going to save it as a stock file. Save. That looks like it's it, guys. So it's saved that whole thing. I think if you want to write the vehicle, then you have to actually purchase the credits, but to read it, this is what I was saying. So when you click on flash, you can see it has read or write, and we read it, and now we have the tune here, and you can open up all the tables, all that good stuff. Trans, you know, you can open up all the tables and options and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna poke around with that, but that's it. That's the basic stuff of getting this read and hopefully off to a tuner.